What's going on, traders? This is Hakibo. This is going to be my first video on swing trades. All right, I had a few people ask me on Facebook, how I pick my overnight holds and the ones I swing for a few days and stuff like that. And BBRY was actually a prime example of that one. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over what I was looking at and the reason why I traded BBRY. Okay, so BBRY I got in on the 23rd. I was on this candle right here at 732. Okay, what I look for with swing trades is I look for big wash, kind of like this. It's been in a down trend for a while, and it finally kind of started building a base down here. Okay, and I usually look for stocks that are somewhere between the 28 to the 30 RSI. As you can see here, this is my relative strength index, or RSI, and I look for stocks around there, and of course some kind of bullish move, kind of like this little candles right here. So it built a base, then they had a nice little white candle here, and then here that's when I decided to go long. Okay, I decided, okay, this is it looks good, it looks like it's ready to curl right here, and hopefully make a move for, of course, my first target, the 13 moving average, which is this green line right here, then the 200 moving average, which is my red line here, and then the 50 moving average, which is the blue line here. All right, so I decided, to jump in. It was looking good. Within the first day that I got in, it tested the 13 at 746. I could have got a nice little gain from there, but I decided I wanted at least to hit 8. Okay, which it did today, but we're gonna go over that here soon. It touched it. It tested the 13 moving average, and it fell to, and as you can see, it pulled back. Okay, and it pulled back actually below my entry point. Okay, it went all the way down to 718, 719, and my stop loss was going to be right at this little candle right here, where it kind of started showing a little life, a little support. So I was going to, have something between 715, 712. I don't personally write down my stops. I usually just have mental stops. So my mental stop was actually going to be 715. So I knew that if it hit 715 or below that, I was either going to get out, or if it looked still like it was somewhat bullish, I was going to add to my position and hopefully still go up. I know some people, advise against adding to a losing position, but in a case like this, and on a big watch like this, sometimes if it's not a company that is not going to go bankrupt overnight, it's good to take a shot at it, a chance, and you might get moves like this. Okay, so anyways, for the next 2 days, it kind of just started, just falling, and then we got some news which I actually posted on Facebook. So for those of you who follow, you noticed that I posted that the Bbry was actually upgraded. Okay, so we got an upgrade, and I get my upgrades from all kinds of news sources and stuff like that. So I knew it was still good. And as you can see, the market kind of pulled back to it. Like it didn't really react to the news like I wanted to, but it held, and he pulled this beautiful little hammer right here, which I knew was great sign. So, and not only that, but it actually broke above the 13, and it held it. It closed well above the 13 moving average. Okay, so right there, that your next resistance level is right here at 759, and as you can see, the next day after that, it broke it, and then the following day, it tried to break it again, and it pulled back, but it held the 759 level. So we know that the prior resistance now becomes support, and he held the 759 level. So again, I held my position just for the fact that I knew, it was still looking good. The bears were not in control, and then we get this beautiful move here. Okay, and the reason why this move happened was, and again, I posted this new on Facebook, was the new phone was actually being sold, and it was sold out within the first days. So it was just like, it was great news, so it's looking good. The bears are finally starting to cover, the new investors are coming in, and it made this beautiful move right here all the way up to the next resistance point, which is we're looking at 801 here, and that's what it closed at today after hours. So I decided to get out today. I actually got out a little bit earlier than expected. I did want it, of course, the 8, but sometimes if you have a good a good gain, you know, why not take it? Why not lock some profits? You know, I should have probably sold half my position and let the rest ride. But then we'll see. Maybe I'll get back on the pullback. So I got out today here sometime somewhere, and it was a 36-cent gain. Okay, which is, you know, it was a good gain for just holding for a few days. All right. That's pretty much what I look at. Okay. Now, when I look to get out of a position is I look at the RSI. So if the RSI is somewhere between the 70 line or above, you know, I'm looking to get out of position completely or take some profits. Okay. Usually is completely get out of the position. Okay. And as you can see, it's approaching the 60 here. So it might still go up some more and then pull back. The MACD is looking great for a great crossover right here. But if you go back in history here, okay, for example, here it hit the 30 RSI and he bounced back for a few cents, you know, and then he pulled back again. So once again here it tested, you know, the 30s or below and he bounced. It made a quick bounce and it's been doing that for a while. But this time it looks like the move is actually, you know, holding, and now the bulls are in control. And then you could go back. This is the 120-day chart, or, you know, 6-month. Same deal. You know, this one approached the 70 RSI line, and then what happened here? It pulled back. You know, back here it crossed about 80 RSI. It was right here, and then what happens? It pulls back. Back in December 24, it hit was about 70 RSI, and what happened right there? Then it pulled back. Okay, so that's what I look for. Okay, so if you want to go short, you know, you could always short on 70 plus RSI, or, you know, if you want to go long, which, you know, what I did with this position right here was just wait for some consolidation here, some sign of life, some sign of investors coming in slowly, and that's when you want to get in. You know, you want to get in when really nobody wants a stock. Okay, here this is where the greedy people start coming in, and sometimes guess what? You know, that's when you get burned, because now you look like, oh yeah, you know, the stock is being up, it's been on fire. You know, it's up 4 days in a row. You know, and usually I don't like, you know, getting in on a stock that is up 4 days in a row. Although here, this is probably one of my best breakout patterns that I like playing, but this is only for day trade. So if tomorrow for some reason this decides to break this level, I'm gonna get in because I'm expecting to move to, you know, possibly 830, 829 before it actually pulls back. But I mean, if you're one of those that are willing to invest for a few days, a few weeks, a month, then, you know, why not, you know, roll it and probably get here to the 200 moving average. And of course we know that breaking that 200 moving average is just more confirmation of a bullish move, and, you know, eventually probably be up here again trading at these high levels. Of course nobody knows that. You know, I do expect the pullback to come here soon. There's been a lot of updates here coming. It had a great close today though, so I expect it, if it doesn't gap up tomorrow morning, which it already went up after hours today, but if it gaps up tomorrow morning, I really expect this to break out of probably this resistance level here, and that's going to be great, you know, for day traders. So if you like day trading, you know, I advise doing those things right there. Well, not really advise, because, you know, I'm not a licensed broker or anything like that, but me personally, that's what I do. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful as far as picking your long or swing trades. If you want to hear something else as far as, you know, what I do for day trades, breakouts, or anything like that, you know, just send me a message, post something on Facebook, let me know, and whenever I get a chance, I'll get on and show you some of the things that I do for finding the stocks. Now this stock, you know, if you have a question as far as like, well, how did you find this stock? Well, I have a scanner that I scan through with my eTrade Pro, and also Trade Ideas, and I look for different things. You know, I look for my day trades and I look for my swing trade. My swing trade, I have a scanner that scans everything that is at the 30 or between the 25 and the 36 RSI. So I'm looking for those companies that are already washed out, is being oversold, you know, just constantly being beat down by the shorts, or just being sold all around. And then I look for some kind of positive news coming, or I look for some kind of life in the stock. Okay, because sometimes maybe there's no story. You know, what helped in this one was the news and everything that was coming for the company. You know, not every time this is going to work. You know, it could potentially do what it did here. You know, it showed life, and then it came down. Of course, once you break that support, you know, you should be getting out of your position, because you know, this is things that could happen here. So, and that's the reason why I had to stop here at, you know, 715. If it went below that, then I was going to take my 17-cent loss and then just, you know, possibly short it, you know, on this bottom here again, and, you know, keep going down to the next support level, which will be here at the 640 level. All right, so but anyways, yeah, my scanner found it. I saw it. You know, I told Chad, I told Louis, I believe he was also in the Uvu chat room that morning. I told him this is what I was looking at. I told him I was looking at 8. I think Chad even laughed at me and said, "You're crazy, man. That thing is not gonna go to 8 anytime soon." And it actually came faster than expected. So if you traded this, if you got in, you know, with me at those low prices, you know, hope you're enjoying that move. And if you're still holding, you know, be careful. It looks like a pullback is here to come. And if not, you know, hope this was helpful, and let me know what you guys think. All right, have a good night.